Why Tren? The Cancerian with the vision. A hoodie in the bucket hat is off in his decision. Why high? A king from Queens, you never disrespect. The wise OG, but what else would you expect? Why Dane? The flyest and the highest of them all. You need a perfect shot, he's the one that you should call. All three combined in a little of your time. Welcome to the show and let him ease your mind.
It doesn't matter when we are or where we are because we are.
Because we are.
Because we are better than
Because we are.
Because we are.
Because we are. Because we are. Because we are.
I'm starting with the trolley problem because I feel like we have a lot of new people listening now, and I feel like it's only right for us to kind of show people where we coming from, and what better way to do that than to like talk about our philosophical views over a nice old trolley problem. Y'all know what a trolley problem is?
I'm familiar.
I'm not, so explain it to me like I'm 6.
All right. Hold on, like you're 6. What is a 6-year-old doing? All right.
12. Maybe 12. Make me 12.
12? All right. So the trolley problem is a choice question. Think of it as like the buttons question, right? There's 2 buttons in front of you, and if you press the button, something happens to a random person. But if you don't press the button, you know, something might happen to you or something like that. Like you're getting people are getting insight on who you are based off of
it's like a morality test
kind of thing. Yeah, like a philosophical question, like, all right, how do you think about these people and shit like that? It's like it started off as like I think a real college class thing, but now it's like a meme. I see them like more than twice a week, and it's always a different type of scenario, and I want to go over that with y'all because I feel like it's important. We can definitely show people who we are just based off of this question itself.
Boy.
I'm gonna explain. I don't know
if I want people to know who I really am.
Oh, that's deep. We were just talking about that before pod. We were just talking about that on pod. How is let me have it based off of that. But the main trolley problem was if you pull the lever, you kill 5 random people.
No, one person.
Oh wait, yeah. You kill one person dies. If you pull the lever, one person that's laying on a train track dies. The trolley is just going straight, and if you don't pull the lever, it just keeps going straight, and it kills 5 random people.
Yep.
But obviously, like if you pull a lever, you're like killing this one person to save 5 people, and you know, yada yada yada. It's like the illusion of choice. So this trolley in particular, right, is going straight, and it's going straight towards a person that says, "This person begs to be saved, knowing that the price will be the life of another." Right, and if you pull it, it's going towards a person that says, "This man agreed to sacrifice himself." So if you pull it, that person has already like accepted, you know, like, yeah, I'm willing to sacrifice myself for the person on the other side. And the person on the other side, if you don't pull it, is like, I want to be saved, and I know that the other person will die because of it. Okay,
so it's 1 and 1. It's not 4 and 1 and 1.
Yeah, no, that was just I was explaining like the original trolley problem, but like this is like a whole new thing. You know, it's like a whole new base and stuff like that. So what would y'all do if you pull a lever? The one person that's like, I've accepted it. I'll sacrifice myself for the other person.
This is extremely easy for me.
Yeah, I would definitely want to pull the lever. I might struggle to because I'm killing somebody no matter what, regardless.
But here's the thing: you're not
killing somebody.
You're not killing the person. The trolley's already on its way. You know, the trolley's already going. Someone. Yeah, you pulling the lever is choosing like who dies. But if you don't do anything at all, the person that's laying there,
dies, but you didn't
somebody
do it.
Exactly. And that's always like been the dilemma of like, do you pull and you have control of it, or do you just kind of let the trolley do what it does?
You have control regardless. I think you're at the lever. They gave you the option. The power's in your hand. You are God in that moment. So whether or not you choose to pull it or not, you made a decision, and your decision ultimately cost somebody their life. Now, could you live with yourself knowing that the person that didn't want to die went, or the person that was willing to sacrifice himself and go went? I don't know about you guys, but I'm more towards the latter.
Yeah.
And the lever.
And the trolley.
No, not the
why
trolley.
is it so easy for you?
It's easy for me because inaction is worse than action that leads to harm to me. So inaction that leads to harm is worse than action that leads to harm in general. So if I do nothing and someone dies, I'd actually feel more guilty than if I did something and somebody died because of something I did. Just my personal morality is set up like that. The choice, it genuinely, like, I'm always gonna pull the lever. Unless the implication is the other way, which is less people would get hurt by not pulling the lever. If the implication is less people would get hurt if I pull the lever, or someone who has agreed to sacrifice themselves is there if I pull the lever, I'm going to pull the lever. I'll take the weight of action over inaction.
What if 5 people are willing to sacrifice themselves and one person
that is willing those other 5 people to die? Like, and they know, they have full knowledge. Like, yeah, I want to be saved. Kill those 5 people that are sacrificing themselves for me.
I'm killing the 5 people. Again, because I truly believe in choice, and the choice of those others I would want to honor as well. Right? Because we've seen, I don't know if this is just in media or just like in general, where this philosophical aspect comes into play. But we've seen people, like, let's say those 5 people are the parents and aunts of the person on the other side, right? The one person on the other side, and that person is the youngest in the family, and they have a chance to go to Harvard, and these people have already, like, ruined their lives. They're felons.
It's getting too big.
No, I'm just saying.
It's all good. I'm about to move it. I'm moving the goalpost too.
Yeah. It's all good. So, like, if those people have made the choice and have already weighed the option and said this is the better choice, then I'm going to honor that. I'm going to pull the lever still.
4 people who are convicted felons of the worst possible degree, of the word that we're not allowed to say anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And an 18-year-old who doesn't want to die, and another person on the other side who doesn't want to die. Well, the
that's on
4
the lever
people,
side.
Yeah. One innocent person who doesn't want to die, 4 awful people who are willing sacrifices, and 1 person who's just a bystander, happened to get caught on the wrong day in a Mr. Beast video.
Now I'm playing God. And my answer is I'm Superman from the latest movie. Whichever is is like causes the least harm to the community, like to the world. So if these people are horrible people, convicted whatevers, admitted whatevers, and they are on one side and there's one innocent, and then there's another side where there's a single innocent, I'm going to save the single innocent over the 4 felons and then the 1 innocent.
Damn.
Let's make him a kid.
Listen, man, I saw Paid in Full when I was like 11, and one of the famous lines from that movie is "Niggas get shot every day, B." You tough, right? Man. I'm telling you, again, I have a certain level of comfortability
from your neighborhood.
That ain't gonna do it. Niggas get kids from Queens get shot every day, B. I have a certain level of comfortability with the aspect of
a kid in your daughter's class.
Yep, he can go. Bro, you're asking me questions about things that may one day happen, whether I have control over it or not.
You
right?
will
Like,
definitely. You out of all of us, you are most likely to be the nigga pulling the lever or not. Like, you are definitely the person to be in that situation where this is a trolley and you have to make that decision right then and there. Will you be standing on business? I'm not sure. I don't know how that scenario would go, but I would love to see it happen.
really?
Like, I would love to see.
Goddamn. Like in a simulation or something like that, right? Like in a video game?
No, for real. Like, I'd love to actually see.
Ain't no stakes in video games.
No, I'd love to actually see where you lie on this thing. You know, for real.
I think you would be disappointed because I think you have this like level of hope and optimism that I'm not actually like as ruthless as I like say that I am. And honestly, a lot of people are like that because like as like a reaction to like a terrible life or something like that, they just like don't give a fuck about people. I actually care so much about people. I have so much empathy and like so much compassion that I understand that there is suffering in the world, and lessening the suffering is of the utmost importance, regardless of what methods you use to do that. Like, I'm cool with like
Dame
horrible
on one
people
side of the track.
Say again?
I said me and Dame on one side of the track.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm waiting to hear. Yay on the other?
No, because that's too easy for you.
Okay.
That's too easy for you.
So thank God we cut that shit when we did.
Yeah, no, that was
That was an awful timing.
we dodged the bullet. Unlike somebody. We
All right.
No, I didn't say anything. Ice Spice on the other side.
Come on.
Yeah, man. Come on, man. Y'all niggas had 30 years. She's only 23. I don't know what to tell you, man. You know what I'm saying? Those good cheeks over there.
The only Frank album, the only Frank Ocean album in existence. The next Frank Ocean album, the only copy on the other side.
Were y'all?
Yeah, or us.
Nah, Frank's album can go.
Oh, thank God.
Damn. Wow.
Yeah, Frank's album can go. So how about y'all on one side, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like the next like great president of the United States is on the other side. Like the person that's gonna like fix everything is on the other side. Would I save y'all and we just keep doing because we feud? Or
well, damn, I didn't know that was so.
or the next great president of the United States is gonna like restore the United States to like prominence and all that.
Prominent.
Who's your favorite president? Like, why you think the president is gonna do anything for anything?
The black one.
For you?
Yeah, for you.
The black one.
We do more for you than the president.
Yeah, facts. Check's about the same.
So you would save us, right?
Yeah, I would save y'all. Y'all.
So
the moment it becomes personal and becomes part of my like all my like compassion goes out the window. I'm selfish. Like we're all selfish at the end of the day. Make it somebody that I love and care about. But like that shit goes like, put it like this. If it was both of y'all's best friends, them niggas is gone. Like, yes, it would hurt y'all, but y'all are still here. So like the moment it's not directly affecting me, I go back to the morality play. But once it affects me directly, then I'm going to be selfish.
I respect that. Me too.
So I was on your side for the most part, Hod, in terms of like for the most part, I'd want to pull the trolley to go over the person that's willing to sacrifice themselves. Mm-hmm. But I'd also wouldn't be rocking with the person that is willing to give up that sacrifice person, because you don't know that they're willing to sacrifice themselves. You know, like you just want to.
You don't want to.
Yeah, you just want to live. So I feel like we need more people in life that are willing to make hard choices than the person who's like, you know, I just want to live. Like, honestly, I might not even untie that person, you know? I might just let them be there.
But what if that person wants to live because they are like valuable, like greatly valuable, and they respect their like usefulness to the world? Like, what if we're
people
talking
gonna say
about
anything when a trolley's heading straight for them? Though it's like,
Yeah,
how
but-
useful are you actually? How useful have you been so far?
Well, again, so let's advance the conversation. We're talking about someone who's like at the precipice of like solving childhood cancer research, right? He's got it. He knows.
It always comes down
he's
to
like,
this.
yo,
They gonna get him anyway.
Exactly.
probably they put him there
Yeah,
for real.
exactly.
Like they put him there, and they're like, yo,
I save him, and as soon as he gets up, he just like
He
he
just,
dies from
you know.
some other way. It's like it's supposed to happen overall. It's a cover up.
you weren't supposed to. Some joke. That's some Joker shit for real. You fucking like rigs the game a little bit.
Yeah.
So like no matter what you choose, it's the
Yeah.
wrong answer.
Yeah, the bomb was in the ropes tied to him. Not the trolley. The trolley was never gonna kill him. Yeah, and then both people die. Yeah, it's fucked up. But that would happen. That's like some Saw shit too.
For sure. But no, I think there's again, it's always to me about the greatest good or the lesser evil. The greatest good or the lesser evil.
My respect just goes to the person that's like, you know what? Like, I'm willing. Like, you can pull a lever on me. It's fine. You know?
But what if that person wants to lever pull
Because that
he's been
person
a
cares
shitty
about
person this
me.
whole time?
That person cares about me and the other person. That other person only cares about themselves. And I don't respect that.
But that's not true. What if they've been like, yo, honestly, I ain't been doing shit but slapping babies every day for the last 3 years. I don't
ready
need
to
to be
go.
here for real. Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of bored with it, you know? I done seen everything but the devil anyway. Let me get the fuck out of here. Like, what if that's the person that wants to sacrifice themselves? You still think, well, you know what? You're a good person. You're willing to sacrifice yourself.
I don't think those two people align with the values of a person that's sacrificing themselves. I feel like the person that's slapping babies is the person that's like, nah, I want to live. I want to smack more babies.
I kind of disagree. I think you could.
Yeah, I think it's just statistically,
The niggas that smack babies is worse people
are
generally.
probably the niggas that want to keep smacking babies and stay alive. Yeah, there's so many babies I haven't smacked yet. Yeah, they're probably the ones that's like, please don't pull the trolley on me, or please don't let this trolley hit me. Let that other person go. Matter of fact, I'm gonna smack that baby as soon as I lift it. That's the person statistically. You know what I'm saying? That's all I feel about that, man.
Maybe. I think there's room for interpretation, but
Yeah, that's what the trolley problem's about, man. And now that I brought it up to y'all gonna see them all over the place, and I love that. Send me your
Trolley
favorite
problems?
one. Yeah, send me your favorite one. Whoever listening, send me your favorite trolley problems because they're great. I think we need more stuff of that. You know, a similar thing is like the cart problem, where it's like people like, do you put the carts back when y'all leaving the grocery store?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not neat or anything. I like to make it a game out of it, you know, so I try to roll it and see if I can get it in there.
Yeah.
Not only do I always put the cart back, I try to find the cart that somebody else put back improperly, and I take that one.
You're making it easy.
Nigga,
Yeah,
a citizen, bro.
to make
Niggas
it
got
easier on
jobs,
the
bro.
attendants.
Yeah,
Let the niggas do their jobs, bro.
yeah, exactly. You taking the joy of them fixing up the carts and making them proper away from
I actually
that
got
person.
another one for y'all. Let's say you got all that stuff in the cart, right? I think we actually talked about this before. I could be mistaken, but you know now that they have the attendants at the supermarket like stand in the aisle and like try to catch people in the eye so that they'll come into their line, right? As opposed to going to self-checkout, right? Because I think most of the time people would just go to self-checkout, right? Like,
Yeah, that's
you know,
true.
at first you might not want to bother that person. Maybe they're, you know, like, it's only a couple things, blah, blah, blah. So now what they're having to them do at the supermarket is like, they'll like look, they're like scanning around. Like, you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? And I know that psychologically it's because if we lock eyes, even if I had no intention of going into your line, now I kind of feel obligated to, because you're waiting for me at the line. So my question is, does that ever get y'all? Do y'all ever go to the supermarket, whatever store, and y'all never seen that where the person is like waiting for you at the front?
No. And also
down here in Miami, they never fucking waiting, bro.
Man,
they'll wait until one line is incredibly long.
Yeah,
and they're like, "Mira, over here,"
and then they'll open one up.
Yeah, and then they'll open up one more. Fucking 6 lines, just one of these motherfuckers working with 3 people doing the bags.
So my thing with eye contact is I don't care if you looking at me. I'm not gonna look at you. I have
that shit never worked, bro.
I have a skill.
Niggas in the mall, homeless niggas asking for money. It's not gonna work. Sorry.
Yeah, I have a skill to not look at people that want me to look at them. I'm not looking at you.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. You got to imagine that the reason why they're doing that is because the more people go to more people go to self checkout, the less they can justify having people on staff, right? People are going to get fired if we keep going to self checkout. So they're kind of putting it in your face.
If they keep limiting me to 10 items.
That's fair too. But I think it's like the right thing to do is to go to the person as opposed to going to the self checkout. Like self checkout is low key like AI. Like if you wouldn't,
not really. I gotta pack all that shit myself.
Yeah,
I gotta do all the work.
Yeah, man.
They charging me for bags anyway.
Oh yeah, they charge
Jersey.
me for bags.
That's up to Jersey.
Yeah, they don't charge for bags over here, bro.
No, not down here.
I
thought they would.
It's coming.
It was like that in Cali when I was over there though. It was just fucking pain in the ass.
Yo, the fact that we haven't figured out the plastic problem is also a big deal for me, but that's neither here nor there.
First it was save the trees, and then it was save the turtles, and then we just killed more trees to save the turtles. But now it's save the trees again. Like I don't know where we at. It's like the plastic thing, and then
the bumblebees, bro.
Minecraft broke my brain because I think you could just throw everything in lava and it'll go away.
Yeah, why don't we
that's
do
not
that?
true?
Why don't we just throw it all in lava?
Restart it. Plastic is literally oil, bro. Like throw the shit into the lava so that it can like go back into the earth.
Yeah, but volcanoes
I genuinely don't know why we don't do that.
They get angry, you know. They respect like the volcanoes. You can't just be throwing a whole bunch of stuff in there. They
apparently like the shit'll start popping at you. Like if you throw something, because it's like no matter what, it's not as hot as lava. So when it touches lava, it causes a chemical reaction and like shit starts to fucking explode. You know, so it's like the change in temperature makes like a fucking pop. It's very dangerous. But again, Minecraft has broken my brain. I've thrown so much shit into the lava in Minecraft and like, yo, why don't we just do this?
You think you solve the whole thing just to play Minecraft? Yeah, right. One of them global warming people, like, yeah, let's just take all that stuff. Like, let's just stop doing what we doing with the trash compact. Just put it all in lava. Yeah, trash island. Throw it in the volcano.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Makes sense to me. Until somebody proves me wrong that it can't be done, that's what I'm rolling.
Makes too much sense.
You know? I want to take this time to pivot from the trolley problem and talk about again how cool y'all are and how much I adore y'all when I'm not here. I listened to the episode that y'all recorded, and I was like, man, y'all are just two charming dudes, man. Just amazing. I love it, and I'm almost mad that I'm like, yo, is it me? And it probably is. I'm like, I mean, y'all cool when I'm here, but I'm like, y'all just seem so much cooler than me when I'm not here. I'm fans of y'all, and I really do appreciate, like y'all being super cool when I'm gone.
Honestly, man, I think we really missed you this last episode.
I missed y'all, man. We haven't really potted together in a minute. Like it's been a while.
It really hasn't. It really hasn't been a while.
So I think obviously you were away because you were in the Bermuda Triangle,
once
again
in your feelings. That part I don't quite understand, but can
I spell that out for you before you say what you were saying? I was on the cruise, but this was my first time being like super social. Since the terrible summer that I've had, pretty much with just like work stuff, the breakup, and all that other shit. Just everything
Yeah, hard
a
drives.
culmination of all that shit. It's just like
You've had some bad luck, bro.
I've had, just everything, just dropping money on hard drive issues, having to do a bunch of work before I left. It was like a culmination of things. Very stressed. But this is my first time like going out and being social and everything, and just kind of starting to, come back to form, right? So that was one thing. You hit me up probably on like the worst of the days that I was on this cruise, I think.
Did I?
Yeah. It's you have like a really odd sense of timing, Like I think when I was spiraling the most, where I was just like not having a good time, you hit me up and responded to a post that I was making. And then I was like, I think I don't know if I was drunk or not. I think I might have been sober. But we started talking and you were like, yo, man, you on a cruise, brother.
Yeah.
How are you sad on a cruise?
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. It's just, it was a lot. It was overwhelming, bro. I'm telling you, I don't think I was ready for the amount of interactions that I had. But it was fun though. I had a great time, but like at the time when we were talking, I was not doing too hot. So,
besides that, Mrs. Kennedy, how was Dallas? So my question is, like, set the scene, because like I think there's still some ambiguity around one, where'd you go, right?
Yeah.
Then how did you end up in this much larger group than you expected? Mm-hmm. And then like how did the vibe start to turn from what it was to something that felt a little bit more weighty for you?
So I really wasn't in a big like group. I was really just mostly with my family and in the club, listen. The DJ was fire. That was like how I got my high back up, But we were going to Bermuda, right? It was a new boat, very bougie, had infinity pools and the whole bit. Had the games playing.
That Bermuda Triangle joke was a shot in the dark. I did not know you really went to Bermuda.
Yeah,
but shout out to them.
Yeah, shout out to you for being clever. You didn't even know I was going. That's you good at that.
I'm starting to think maybe that did have an effect, but continue.
The Bermuda Triangle? Actually, that might have been it. Maybe that's maybe that was the source of my anxiety. Maybe the Bermuda Triangle.
Vibes in the Bermuda Triangle. Yeah.
Yeah, we get into it. But yeah, we went to Bermuda. It was like I said, it was a great time. It was good times with family. Always a good time being on a boat. But bro, I just like having to be social. Just at that time, I was like, damn, this is kind of a lot. Kind of a lot for me. Even when liquor's included. Y'all know how I feel about liquor.
Mm-hmm.
We do.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no, it gets crazy on
it's
there.
Like you, liquor, Kel, orange soda.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like kind of the same thing.
Yeah, man. But it was a great time. I really did have a good time, but just like it's fine to have a bad day on a cruise. I didn't like how you was making it sound like I had no right being sad being in a different country. You was just like, bro, like, how are you sad? Like, I got something about you niggas that grew up too happy. Like, you was just like very like.
Yeah, I did say that.
Yeah, you was on my ass about that shit, man. You was just like, yo, you're in a cruise.
Whoa. So just give full context, because that wasn't me. That was a screenshot of a comment that somebody had on one of our YouTube pages that said, yo, I don't know what it is about Trendell.
Triggering shit.
Yeah, the nigga laugh just makes me mad. And I was like, I was just gonna rib you about it. You know what I mean? I was just gonna, yo, look, for some reason you be pissing the unks off, my nigga. It's not just me. Yeah. You be all happy go lucky. Niggas don't like that shit.
I do wanna read it for context. People, so we've been doing this because we feud for a minute, y'all. Thank y'all for running that up as always. But in the last one of the questions was pretty much like how saying that I look like I'm a nigga that didn't get beat enough.
Yes.
Surprisingly, there were a lot of people that agree with that. A lot of people that didn't know me, but that's besides the fact. One of them being KK Lockhart, 7667, who decided to comment on the video and say he does act like he didn't get beat enough. LOL. I'm sure he's a nice guy. My youngest son was like this. I don't know what he's talking about. Not anymore. He's still a mama's boy, but with a little more grit. And then he goes,
"Oh shit!
You know what? I could be out of pocket right now. Something about you triggers me, but it's my problem, not yours. Forgive me, young man. I'll just shut my old ass up and be happy that you're smart and productive and have a great show." Black man, all one word. The M in man is capital, like black man, like it's like a
superhero name,
like a superhero,
black man.
Yeah, exactly. Keep up the great work. Many blessings. And I was like, I read that because I do be reading your comments sometimes, there, bro. And I said, he typed all that when he could have just not typed that at all.
Yeah, that nigga hates you, bro. Like,
I was very confused at how he typed all that. Like he went through a lot of emotions typing that.
He did,
and he was right. It really did trigger him. Like when people say like I'm triggered, usually that shit I don't always like receive that, but he really was triggered because he lit us all into his stream of consciousness. So yeah. KK Lockhart, I'm sorry, but I don't know what I do. You know what I mean? A lot of people coming for me, they're like, yeah, man, the dude with the nose ring definitely didn't get beat enough. Like, you a man with a nose ring? How you did? Like, just people coming for you. People coming for me, man. People that I don't even know.
I was just
hate mail.
I was just letting them know. Like, I honestly, I thought that was funny that somebody that doesn't know you at all could just get this aura of like. Because I think what did I say? I think it was like, I think it's your black boy joy. Like, I genuinely think your like freedom is intimidating to the older generation for some reason. You know what I mean? And like, I was really on your side.
Like, why are you happy? There's still work to do.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? And like, I don't know, your energy when I said it to you was kind of like, yeah, maybe he's right.
Fucking Eeyore.
I was like, yo, what? He's like, yeah, no, people don't like me. Like, it was like, yo, what's wrong with you? You all right? and he was just like, what does it all mean?
No, it's because you said you was gonna make a video about it. You said that you was gonna make a video about Black Boy Joy, and in the past, you definitely you have a history of hating on things. I don't know if you noticed that. So I took this as you were like, man, I'm gonna make a video dunking on you happy black niggas with nose rings. I'm gonna dunk on you, and I'm gonna really, and that's where I thought you was going with it, and I was like, you know what, yeah, you kind of have a point,
Yeah, nah, man.
But then he was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, no, it's a good thing.
Yeah. I was like, no, I'm defending you, bro. Like, it's good. You a frolicking ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? And like, we need more black men that's willing to frolic. You know what I mean? And like, ain't nothing wrong with frolicking, but like the fact that there's people out there that have like this adverse reaction to black joy, I think it is problematic. I do. And shout out to KK Lockhart. We appreciate you commenting and sharing the psychology of a unk with us. You know what I mean? But it's definitely one of those things where like we should be happy. You know what I mean? We have done a lot. We have done a lot to be proud of ourselves about. You know what I mean? We've lived the lives that we've wanted to live, and we're not hurting nobody. We're making people laugh every week. Yeah. It's a beautiful thing. We should feel good about ourselves. So, I was gonna hate on the hate. Actually, I wasn't hating on the joy. That ain't my style. I hate on hate.
I appreciate that, man. Hate. I definitely was. I appreciate that because in the moment I was like, damn, Like even being happy is an issue.
I can't win.
Oh gosh, man.
Yeah, man.
No,
it wasn't a good day.
So was it just that day that you were in that mood out there, and the rest of the time you were having a pretty good time?
Yeah, for the most part, I was having good. And listen, there were some really cool people that I met. I didn't really like have the time to like build the normal cruise bonds that you build with people that you just meet for the first time. Yeah, it's like a cruise. So like you meet people on the cruise that are, you know.
It sounds like what they call you out there. Bonds. Cruise bonds.
No, it's just like the people that are also like you're similar in age, and like y'all hang out, like you kind of form like a little clique, and you start to like do things together. You meet up, you know, like there's not really Wi-Fi on a boat most of the time, so you just gotta. It's like word of mouth. It's like, yo, meet me by this pole tomorrow at 2:00, and let's figure out what we gonna do for the rest of the day, type of thing, you know.
For sure.
But no, I really didn't do most of that this time around. I did like one day, and that was kind of just it. And still cool people, but I just wasn't in the mood. Yeah, just wasn't in the mood. That and my fucking balcony, it was like some weird shit where the balcony you could overlook and see people in the infinity pool, but they could also look up and see you. So there wasn't a lot of privacy on the balcony. I ain't like that too much. And this might sound like some bougie, like spoiled kid type shit, but it felt like I was being watched at all times. I ain't like that. Sometimes you just want to sit on the balcony and just chill and not be looked at by anybody, you know? But I wasn't able to do that this time around. So, but other than that, Bermuda's beautiful as always. And shout out to all the people that are cruisers that are listening to this. I'm a, firm believer in it, and I'll be back next year, man. I'll be back full capacity, I think.
Dane, when's the last time you were sad on a cruise? Or when
I've only been on one
when
cruise.
you were sad on vacation? I'm just. This is no longer about you. This is no longer about you.
It was too specific. Being sad on vacation is a better addendum to that question.
My fault.
Yeah.
I will say it, but I don't want to kill the vibe.
No. I mean, shit. We talking about sad shit. It's all good.
Shout out to him. It's actually his 5-year anniversary. It was yesterday, but it was when I was in Ocean City, Maryland, 5 years ago, and I found out one of my friends passed away. That was definitely the saddest I've been on a vacation.
Yeah, I had a RIP to him for sure.
RIP, my guy Will.
That I had a similar situation recently. You guys know I was on vacation for my anniversary. There was some bad news that came out while I was out, and nobody told me. And I didn't find out until I was home. And I think we might have talked about that, but like, I respect it. I respect like not, if you know how important this thing is to me. There's nothing that I could have done in the moment, right? So I don't think I needed to know while I was out on vacation. So I respected the fact that I wasn't told. But some people feel differently about stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, Dame, would you have rather not been told and been able to fully enjoy your
That's the thing. I wasn't told. Just found out on social media.
Oh,
they started posting pictures. That's like one of the worst ways to find out.
Yeah, that's definitely worse. Do y'all have friends who like low key, y'all don't know nobody else other than them? Like as far as like
their connections and stuff like that.
Yeah, their connection. If something happened to them, you wouldn't know, or like you wouldn't know how you would find out.
Yeah, that happened to me a couple years ago.
Definitely for sure. No.
Yeah, that happened to me a couple years ago. I Googled one of my friends and found out they was in an accident. That shit was tough. I think I called you that time too. That
shit is very rough, man.
That was crazy.
We build these connections with people. I was just like,
we just haven't talked in a while, But
right. Yeah. You build these connections with people and then like them from this one instance, and then they just stop posting, or like it's just been a while, and then you reach out and hopefully that line of communication is still open in some capacity, right? Like I guess that's like certain have like tag features and stuff like that. So if you see tags or something like that, you see other people posting, maybe you'll find out that way. But yeah, it's it can be tough if you don't really know nobody else that knows that person, and like too much time passes and it's like, wait, that's a little somebody I would have heard something by now. So yeah, no, that sucks. But you know, that makes sense for sure. And I'm not saying, Tren, what you experienced wasn't like real. It's just my thought is like, if you're around people you love and you're around good energy people, like I could totally have a terrible vacation. I think I told you my Disney World vacation was damn near horrible. Like
what
certain
a bad
people,
place to have a
literally the happiest
mood.
place on earth, bro.
Yeah.
Certain people in my group were like crying at breakfast. And like, again, I'm not crying. I'm angry now.
I almost feel like they would kick you out for that.
They should. Goofy is over there, y'all. What the fuck is you crying for?
Like, it almost feels like Disney would be like, hey, so you want to take this outside the park?
Like the club.
We're going to take you to a certain area where you can do your stuff in private, because
this thing that you're doing right now.
Yeah, we're just going to lead you to, because they can't point anything. We're just going to lead you to this this designated area for your
bitch ass niggas.
They was like, ho, bitch ass nigga. They wouldn't do that. But like, I just feel like in certain scenarios like that, you definitely have to gauge where you're at. I agree with you. Like yes, you can realize that there's happier things happening, like you're on a vacation. That's the point of vacation, right? But yeah. It's maybe that we don't have vacations enough, and that's why it's like that's the one time you get to like, feel when you're and so you're mixing.
See, now you're going too far. I'm sorry.
No, it's true.
What do you mean?
It's true, because like
now that I'm surrounded by all this beautiful shit, shit kind of fucked up.
Yeah,
what?
Exactly.
Like,
it's true. It's true. Like you're working a lot. Like people, like there are people that work but don't take vacations.
Yeah, I'm one of them. I told y'all this is my first real vacation in years.
So when you went away, didn't it feel like, damn, like I'm supposed to be doing something right now? And it's like you just have time. You have time to dedicate to the things that you normally neglect. And one of those things could be yourself and your mental health and or your emotions, because you're so worried about working, or you're not worried about working because you're on vacation. And so that time goes to other things. It could be in this instance, it was your anniversary. But like, what if you had other shit going on? Like what if you were like, damn, I'm not working. It's like, damn, I'm actually kind of sad. And it's your anniversary. You're supposed to be happy, but it's like, I haven't had time to think about this shit. You know?
No, I mean, I see what you're saying. I definitely see what you're saying. You get that space to feel, and then you feel it, and then it's like, I don't actually like how that feels. So it definitely can open up something. So I'm not. Maybe I overreacted with the whole you got your belly out. You texted me. This is what I said was, I think you typing this with shades on and your belly out on the open ocean. I think that you're having this existential crisis.
Yeah, you had this image. You had this image of how I was looking on the cruise, which I thought was hilarious. But
with the bucket hat and the shorts, the belly out, the shades, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, drinking
nipples free, but you sitting there like crying under the shades. I just don't. Yeah. I didn't vibe with the. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I was expecting when I was hitting you up. So it threw me off. I'll admit that. But maybe I was a little hasty.
Yeah, nah. But honestly, that's enough about me. I still did listen to y'all, and I really did appreciate just y'all being cool as fuck. Like I said, man, it's almost like y'all too cool. I'm kind of getting what's the word I'm thinking of? I'm kind of getting like what's the word where you're like you feel like you're being not overwhelmed, but like threatened. Like y'all are too good, man.
I think so.
Yeah.
Nah, you losing it, man.
You glazing.
I'm like, what if y'all glazing? I'm like, what if
losing it, bro?
I'm like, what if they like, you know what? Yeah, we could do this without this nigga. Fuck this nigga, man.
Wait a minute.
It's really just me and you for real, you know?
It's just me and
What's
you.
going on?
Oh shit!
It's really just you and you for real. What does he contribute? You know, we could find another nigga with a nose ring,
Stupid.
in a bucket hat. You know,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah,
Just El Mine. We just get El Mine to come, like do every
Or
pod.
no, what's that nigga they said? Sofu or Shufu?
Yeah.
So you can find another nigga. They
We
look
just
like
call
you.
that nigga
You're
up.
not even the most unique looking nigga at all. Like, we can find somebody like you.
I see one of you every week.
Exactly. You know, but nah, I'm just joking. But yeah, y'all are just
Brother,
y'all
that
cool,
is
man.
that is your SAD kicking up, and
It's true. It is fall. It is.
that
Fall
it
now.
is fall. Monday it became fall. September 22nd. We
man.
are now. Yeah, no, it bro. That's the thing.
Yeah.
It comes and you don't know. You know, if you're not checking, it'll sneak up on you. You know what I mean? I've been having a little a spell every now and then, man. I'm just pushing that shit out. It's you know, with other awesome shit that I got going on. You know what I mean? So just overwhelm your senses with how fucking blessed you are. You know what I mean? That's all. And there's no replacing Tren dollars. There's no replacing no trending. You are the whole show for real. You know what I mean? So don't you know, don't get it fucked up. We only get the energy to do this together because of all that you give it. You know what I mean? So yeah, shut the fuck up, nigga. You losing it, nigga. That's it. That's all I got.
Gotcha. I'm losing the plot. And happier news, I made money from music not too long ago, yo.
Hey,
Nice.
Made my first royalties, man.
hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
And I'm like, yo, that's pretty cool. Like, I think making money from an avenue that you don't normally expect to, like for the first time, is like kind of a really great feeling.
Shit, tell me about it.
I'm like, damn, knock. Don't make it high, yo. People don't know. People don't really
Yeah,
know.
true.
People have a thought, but they don't really know.
They don't really know.
They don't really know. But yeah, I made money from royalties off of music. And I'm like, that's, you know, considering that like Spotify be paying like 0.0008 cents and shit like that.
Yeah.
I got paid like 70 something bucks.
Hey, it's mad streams.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
like,
not bad, man.
I'm like, that's pretty good. So like now I'm just thinking about how I could put out more music. Obviously, it's not gonna be like, I'm not making it hot. It's gonna be a complete other brand and shit like that. But
What do y'all think about the Spotify things?
Ooh. So this is actually something I wanted to talk about with y'all because I feel like for the first time, probably since I even had the bitch, that Spotify is worth the money. If they can really get this shit right, it'll be worth all the different price increases that they're doing every fucking year.
You're talking about a different thing. I know what you're talking about, but there's a good. They've had a up and down week. There's some good news and then some bad news.
Well,
So we can start with the good news because you're already here.
Big up yourself with Turn In. If you want the full video vibes, bonus episode, enough exclusive content, link we up on Patreon, Bumbleclad. It start at only $1 a month. That a mad deal, you see it? Tap in now.
So I've heard about this about a couple months ago where they were rolling out some sort of beta where you can mix in Spotify. Like you can like, you know, obviously they had like the crossfade transitions and shit like that, but now it's getting more specific. So where you can like start to EQ a little bit, you can do like fades in, fades out, timing of what you wanted to do, low pass filters, shit like that. Like you can really get like specific with these transitions. Basically, you can make a whole mix of songs that are on Spotify just in a playlist, and it's sounding pretty good. It's obviously like missing a lot of tools because it's still in beta. But I'm like, yo, when they release this is like gonna be a whole new bag for people. Like releasing mixes like that you could just play. Like you could pretty much have a whole DJ set just set up.
Yeah.
In
They
that
should have
shit.
just bought out that DJ app.
For real.
They
At
should
this
have just
point,
bought
What was
that
that
out. They
shit
could have
called?
been
I
doing
forgot.
this a while ago.
I remember
DJ
it.
app.
Yeah.
DJ.
Yeah, DJ.
Yeah,
DJAY.
Yeah, DJ. Which I still
I was
use.
using that for college parties for fucking 3 years, bro.
Yeah, man, that shit was clutch. And then they took it Spotify off of it for most of them. Like I still have it on my computer, like my desktop, but on like everywhere else, like your phone and your laptop and shit like that, you're not able to get it. But yeah, like that's a big thing I think. You know, with that whole mixing, I'm having so much fun doing that, and I've only had access to it for like 2 days, and I already have like 2 playlists of like just different mixes. I mean, I talked about a couple weeks ago how I was remixing the Amari album. You know, obviously I did a little bit more to it than Spotify would be able to do with it with this beta. But I'm like, these are the things that we can do, you know? And I feel like it's just going to grow from there. Like maybe they might start. This is why it's important to have, like, maybe there's options where, because you know people release acapellas and instrumentals and stuff like that. It's probably going to get deeper than that. You're probably going to be able to create your own mixes in Spotify for that. So I'm like, yeah, this is going in the right direction, I think. So I hope they keep improving on that, you know. But
between that, the video elements that they're adding to like, you know, not just podcasts but like music videos and shit like that, they've been doing they're doing some dope stuff over there.
Yeah, and they got DMs now. I mean, I wasn't too crazy about that idea, but they do have it.
I love it.
Really?
This is the new mixtape. The DMs. Oh my God, bro. Imagine in a perfect world, right? You meet a baddie, right? And you hit her up, Instagram or whatever, right? Y'all talking, and you like what you're doing. And she's like, oh, I'm chilling, just listening to new music. And you're like, what you listening to? And she sends you a Spotify DM. Like, bro, you're
moving right to the listening session.
You feel me? Like it's
you
just
locked in. Yeah,
like
you locked in.
what? You sent me music on Spot, and now I could send stuff back, and we could just talk about the song in the messages.
What they need next is like a comment section for songs.
A comment section would be crazy.
That's what they need next.
Hell yeah.
I mean, obviously the servers would probably blow up, like
for sure.
You know,
bro, music is one of the most
comments, but yeah.
Music is one of the most social things that we do. The fact that the premium music app doesn't have a social element is a big oversight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There definitely should be more social aspects to, you know, incorporate that the music app that y'all play, where y'all like sharing songs and like you can get tokens or points for like owning certain songs, like have a little like
or
Monopoly
being able to see,
game.
Like if you have like a friend, you have like friends and stuff like that. See like what other friends are listening to the same album, who like who also like favorite certain songs. I feel like Spotify even since back when we were in college, they were kind of trying to be more than just a streaming platform, like with people having like their own profiles and you could like display up your own, you know, playlist or anything like that. And they always kind of had like this element that they were kind of headed in that direction, but now it seems like they're more, you know, full steams ahead and everything. So yeah, I'm looking forward to whatever the hell they got going, especially because, you know, I think we've been talking like at least for the last like 2-3 years about potentially switching over to streaming services, but it just kind of being really inconvenient to do so. Yeah. So if this is going to be their saving grace, then hey man, make it worth it.
Yeah,
for sure. I think it's a cool thing. Again, I think the same thing is true with movies. Shit, Netflix has a thumbs up, thumbs down, but like, nah, let us review.
Yeah, like Letterboxd.
Yeah, exactly. Like incorporate or like Criterion or some shit like that. Like incorporate all that stuff directly into your platform. Make it more social. Make it more interactive. You know what I'm saying? And absolutely, I think that would be great. Honestly, that might be the move. The next major social media platform might focus on music instead of pictures. Music. You know what I mean? Like that might be fire.
Yeah, it's been attempted before in the past, I feel like, but it's just so. And what would seem like an easy concept that would just like, oh yeah, that's gonna go. Yeah, that's gonna go. I feel like there's all these music apps, like the Music League that we were doing for a while.
Yeah,
where like they're fantastic concepts, but they just don't have the legs to necessarily stay around outside of what that one function that they were created for. You know what I mean?
And I've been doing a little bit more research on it too, and somebody had mentioned that a lot of this isn't actually the streaming services that are like fucking it up. It's more so like the labels or like the movie houses. Like they're the ones that are like messing it up for everyone. You know what I mean? Like they, with their licensing rules and all the ways that they try to make it hard for people to get access to things, all the streaming platforms that you need in order to kind of to make sure you can't even watch the NBA without having multiple apps. That's crazy. Even if you have the NBA League Pass app, you still don't get every game.
NBA might be the hardest professional sport to watch in America right now.
It's crazy, bro. So what I'm saying there is like the technology exists. It's really just about everyone kind of just wanting their piece of the pie and not being willing to split for, all this shit is like anti-consumer ultimately. You know what I mean? Speaking of that though, Spotify, the bad thing is they've updated their terms and conditions, basically saying that if you upload your music or whatever, that they get to use whatever you upload to train their AI systems on your IP, which kind of feels dystopian too. You know what I mean? I don't know how it affects podcasts, but it definitely, as an artist, it makes me not want to upload my music to Spotify for sure. You know what I mean? It's just like the idea that y'all can kind of like create a song or just sell my music or my likeness directly to an AI algorithm in order to kind of like as a learning prop. I wouldn't like that.
You're gonna listen to your fucking Spotify recap, and it's gonna be like an interpolation of your beat just playing in the background.
And also, people have been talking about this for a while, but like the uptick of AI artists just popping up on their algorithms. Yeah. I've for the first time I've noticed that last week where I was listening to an artist and I was like, who the fuck is this? And I looked up and they only had like 20 monthly listeners and shit like that. But it was AI. It was an AI artist.
Dog, I was listening to this Lil Baby track yesterday and I was like, yo, this shit going hard and he going at Thug. That shit is not real. It's on Spotify and everything, bro. Sounding just like him. Like I remember when Hod fucked around with that fucking Drake shit that one time when that was just first buzzing up. That was like maybe like a year and a half ago or something like that. Yeah. Bro, it has come such a long way. I'm talking like inflections and ad libs are just on point. They don't sound robotic or clunky or clanky or clankery. You know what I'm saying? They just sound
yeah. I just what's gonna happen ultimately is kind of just what I was talking about with like this AI artist and stuff like that. They're gonna use your voice to create AI artists basically with your voice. They might mix a bunch of different artists together.
Yeah, mix like 5 different voices together.
Yeah, 5 different voices, make a dope AI artist, and then the streams, the money that they get from those streams goes back to them pretty much. Like they're just funneling them. That's why the whole AI artist thing is happening. It's all because of money. Like they're just kind of funneling money back to whoever is in charge of that.
Niggas on TikTok are making bank off making AI songs too. Because even if like they're not real songs, so if they're longer than a minute, they get a certain amount of views. They're gonna they're gonna make some change off of it. Like there's that one song, that's like a fake. I don't know if it's like Brazilian or Portuguese or what's the other country I'm thinking of? Whatever, or Filipino, but it's like it's really popular on TikTok, and the words don't have any meaning at all, from what I understand. And they're like making music videos for these guys. I think the group has like millions of followers and listeners. It's like, yo, these guys don't exist.
Yeah, it's getting wild, and you're right. It did happen like very fast. Where we're at, and I don't even know where we're gonna be like a year from now.
See if I can find it.
I mean, I think ultimately It's definitely something. You guys might have seen that there's like an R&B AI artist now who just signed like a $3 million deal.
A what?
An AI artist.
No, but they signed a what? $1 million?
A $3 million record deal.
Who signed a $3 million record deal?
The AI.
But who signed? Like who? What do you mean? The AI signed?
It's a great question. But that's what's being reported.
How do you sign a deal on the internet? They literally ask you if you're a robot before you be signing shit.
They do. Nobody. Well, they never said what happens if you say yes.
So that's true because we're usually saying no.
Yeah,
it probably takes you to a whole nother website.
Exactly. They got their own kind of thing. But an AI generated artist by the name of Zania Monet, which
oh my gosh,
an AI generated musician persona run by a human R&B artist has received a $3 million record deal amidst several lawsuits targeting AI companies encroaching on creative industries. Zania Monet, she combines elements of her real life songwriting abilities with AI generated vocals, images, and musical production. Talisha Jones uses AI music generation startup Suno. Tired of hearing that fucking name, which is currently being sued by the record industry of America to make Monet's music. The scenario presents two sides of one coin. While the RIAA claims Suno stole audio from YouTube videos, bypassing legal protections, and others are using the platform to achieve stardom they wouldn't have access otherwise. So I guess the woman Talisha Jones is the one who signed the deal, and that Zania Monet is her creation.
We need protections back, bro. We need protections back. I don't know what that looks like. I don't know like how we can like really protect our likeness, our image and likeness. Yeah. And that's another conversation I have for later on about like image and likeness. But all the different things that you be signing in these terms and conditions, and they kind of just own everything. Like it feels like there's no real way to fight back. But we need our rights back, bro. Like it feels like everything that we have is getting snatched away from us, even our voices. So it's like it's kind of weird. It's very, very fucking weird, and just depressing when I think about it. But
the messed up thing is if you listen to the song that was like put out, it definitely just sounds like some generic ass WBLS music, and it's just like it's boring, you know what I mean? And again, the thing is AI can't actually do anything original. Like that's kind of the whole point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So music in and of itself, like this thing is like doomed to fail in my opinion, because there's nothing that you can do with AI that has never been done before. It's not possible. It's a learning algorithm. There's no, you know what I mean? Imagine if we started doing AI in 2001, right? Biggest rappers in the world was DMX, Jay-Z, Eminem, Nelly, and it's 2025. Is there a Tyler the Creator? Is there a Playboi Carti? Is there a Kendrick Lamar? No. There's everyone still sounds like Nelly, and you know what I'm saying? Like because there's nothing new that can be gained from AI. So again, this is like the human condition isn't going to allow us to just continually listen to the same shit all the time. That's just not how the human mind works. So
that's why I respect them voices that we don't normally listen to, like, you know, the accents in music and the different dialects and shit like that. And shit, even that Mosquito rapping ass nigga that came out a couple years ago, you remember it? Where everybody was like his biggest song was like that like high pitched ass voice, and nobody knew what he was really saying. I'm like, yo, huh? No,
isn't that Cochise?
No. It was literally just.
Nigga sounded like a mosquito for real?
It was like his voice was very high, like high, like super high, but it was like a joke almost. It seemed like a joke, but he was dead serious. Like he really was rapping like that in that song. I think it was like 6'5". It was like numbers and then some letters. It was like 645R or some shit like that, AR or something like that. But his voice.
Oh, I know who you're talking. Yeah, I remember the thing, but.
Yeah, but I'm like, even I respect things like that because it's like a unique voice. You know what I'm saying? Like AI wouldn't create some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? This is somebody that decided to do this, with their voice. And if we just keep using AI, it's just gonna keep being generic, and we're not gonna get niggas barking on tracks like DMX, or people making different sound effects, or even Chance saying like shit like that. Like there's different like personalities that people have in their artistry, and we're not gonna have that if we just keep being like generic as hell. Dave, do you want to play that song that you found?
Yeah, so apparently it's a parody. It's an AI parody of a real song, so that makes it even worse. The fact that it's more popular, but this is it.
That should sound like Bruno
there's no
Mars.
soul in it. Like there's just zero.
It looks like him too.
Yeah. There's zero soul in it. You can. I think
At all.
I think people will be able to tell. I mean, for now we can still tell, but I think they just keep trying to do this gotcha shit with us, and I don't like that. It's like eventually you might realize that an artist that you like might not even exist, and they can be like, "See, you can't tell the difference." And it's like,
but I low key kind of think that some of it is rage bait. Like I think Zania Monet's numbers went up once people found out that she existed or it existed, as opposed to if she was just trying to drop music naturally and like the market decided whether, because that should sound like some Tamar Braxton shit from like 2009. Like it's genuinely just not fly like that. So like I don't think people would even care if it was not in an article saying AI is taking over music. You know what I mean? Like I think some of it is just like people are using that to kind of make people go, well, let me make sure that I hate this. You know what I mean? Like that kind of thing. And like they're just going to get the quick little bag, the little AdSense dollars, and then kind of move on to the next thing. So we have to be careful what we pay attention to.
Yeah. Last comment, and then we can get off this. I have a quick little comment. I don't want to stay here, but I don't like how Marvel is using Jonathan Majors' image and likeness to get us to care about this new movie that's coming out.
Yeah.
Especially if he's not going to have the same type of role that he would have had before all the shit that happened with him. I feel like I keep hearing like little fake outs about what he's going to be in. He's going to be in Doomsday. He's going to be in this movie. He's going to have a role. And it's like, it feels like they're gonna snatch the rug from underneath. Like he might be in the film, and Doom's gonna fucking kill him. Like that's what's gonna happen. Like that's what
Doom's
gonna
do. Show up at the Council of Kangs,
and
just obliterate the entire fucking thing.
Yeah. And that's what it's gonna be, and I'm gonna fucking hate it because why are you telling me that he's gonna be in this movie when it's like, not really, like not really. So I'm calling that right now. That if he is in the movie, it's not going to be in the same capacity that he was supposed to be, and it's going to be some like snatch the rug from under your feet type shit. It's going to be quick.
Well, it's definitely not going to be in the same capacity because the whole movie was supposed to be built around him.
Yeah, but at least like giving him a proper story and not just like writing him off. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't have to be.
They kind of already wrote him off.
Like, but I know
what movie was it where they said like,
villain. Kang's Dynasty or some shit like that?
No. It was something after that. Oh, it was in Loki, in the final episode where they were talking about on Earth 313 or 616, whatever the main Earth is. It's like they defeated the last Kang or whatever, and they said they were hunting the rest of them, but they said there weren't that many left because they got most of them already. So they're kind of already wrapping that up, but that doesn't make any sense because we saw the whole council. So the only thing that would make sense to me is that there were some random Kangs that are out there, and that the TVA and the Ant-Man and all of them, they were able to handle them. But if all the big guys, all the big guns are at, Doom is gonna pop up there, kill everybody, and that's just probably how it's gonna end for him, unfortunately.
That's how his power scaling.
We had like fucking 3 years of build up for what? What?
To use him as power scaling for Dr. Doom. They're like, Kang is so powerful. Oh my gosh. And then Doom comes and he's like, but I'm more powerful. I killed every single one of them. And it's like, damn, that's a big threat. It's like all this build up for him. And this guy came and killed him in like 2 seconds. We're in trouble, guys. Spider-Man, where are you? Like, it's going to be like, it's going to be, I'm going to hate that part of it. I'm not like knocking it. It might be a great movie, but I don't know. I just don't like how they just keep like kind of announcing it. It feels like the Blade shit all over again. We're gonna get a movie. He's coming, and it's like he never does. So, you know,
animated.
Yeah, yeah. That's my thing about that.
If we see Jonathan Majors is gonna appear in Marvel Zombies, dead as fuck, with a white woman.
Yeah, just in the car, just some shit like that. Yeah, it's not gonna be great. I don't think. Just my opinion. But while we're here, do y'all want to watch the Wolverine trailer? Because they just announced...
Yeah, you can start pulling it up. But let me just say, excuse me, I'm just completely shocked that this even came. I don't know if there was like an announcement beforehand, like, hey, this is coming, this is on the way. Because the last time we heard anything about this game was when the Marvel Games leaks came out. I don't know how long ago this was, but this is when they leaked that the new Spider-Man game was supposed to have multiplayer.
2 years ago? This happened like
it might have been 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Had that been 2 years ago, because they also said that Venom was supposed to have his own DLC or his own game, and then they had also leaked some very, very early gameplay of the Wolverine, just kind of showing like the movement mechanics and stuff like that, and it didn't look great. And I don't know what people expected to, and this game's fucking like 3 years from being finished, But that's the last time I heard about that. And then from what I had also read, the whole thing was scrapped because we never got the Spider-Man multiplayer or anything, or none of the DLC. So I thought this was scrapped along with it. So for this to have a trailer to come out of fucking nowhere, I'm floored.
Yeah.
I know some people did know, but I don't keep my ear to the video game streets anymore.
No.
And I think I'm better off for it because I was genuinely surprised by this announcement.
Yeah.
So let's check it out. This was the state of play that happened probably just not too long ago.
Today, this afternoon.
Or when people are listening a few days ago.
Yeah.
And, this was Marvel's Wolverine, the game that we thought wasn't coming out. I mean, if I can hear it.
Likely mature.
Good start.
Word.
Been fighting longer than I can remember.
That's Pedro Pascal.
It is a known actor. I'm not going to spoil him. It's all glitch.
I'd like to say
he's short. I love it.
He's mad short, yeah. Short King's winning.
Oh, the costume.
But I'd be lying.
Yes, sir.
I was afraid they were just going to have him wear that fucking jacket and a cowboy hat the whole game.
Yo, he's mad short.
How far I run.
Oh, nice.
Death's always waiting.
Okay.
Just not for me.
Ooh. That's clean.
Shit.
This is pretty damn clean. Hey.
Oh.
Because I ain't no hero. I'm Wolverine.
Yes, sir.
This
Yes,
is going to
sir.
be hard. Whoa.
Fall 2026.
Can I hate on this before we show some love?
Please.
Go for
Please. Whatever you got.
My first thought was, damn, what if this was like an original game, right? Where like this wasn't based off of like, a comic hero. It almost makes me think that like, does like Marvel own like the rights to have a nigga with blades coming out of his hands like that? Like, can anybody else even do something like that?
Technically, no, because Edward Scissorhands exists.
But his
If
hands,
this was
the scissors weren't coming out like his.
Were
they? Weren't they coming out his fingers? I don't know. I don't know. But
yeah, that movie's before my time. Yeah. But like, we can imagine that this is an Edward Scissorhands game. If you want.
Yeah.
I just nah. That's not doing it for me.
Well, what would be the value in it being an original title?
That it would. I feel like it would hit harder. I'm all for like original titles and like being able to kind of create something from like fresh. You know, that's why I like Prototype so much. I don't know if y'all remember that game, but he had a bunch of different abilities. I think one of them he had like a blade coming through, but it was like an alien type of thing, right? I mean, that feels like original IP. But how cool would it be to have a nigga that could do everything Wolverine does, but it not be tied to the Marvel universe? You know what I'm saying? I think it's cool. Like, I think he's cool, but it would be also cool to have like, a hero or a anti-hero type of situation where he has all the same abilities, but it has like a connection to something else, another story, like an original story that they come up with instead of like being connected to the comics.
Now, why would you play all pro football when you could play Madden?
Yeah.
Like, nah.
I mean, no.
Again,
the better comparison is NFL Street versus Madden.
No, because NFL Street
because
still
it's imaginary
uses the teams.
There's made up people in NFL Street.
No, it's not. It's mostly made up people, but they also bank on, real players being in there. There was plenty of.
But the coolest characters weren't even characters that were made up in there. Like the nigga, who do you think about first when you think about NBA Street? The nigga with the afro, Stretch, sure.
But Stretch was one dude.
I don't remember anybody else, to be fair, though.
And Stretch was based off Dr. J.
Yeah.
So like,
but Dr. J was he wasn't in the first game. Not in the very first one. He wasn't in the very first one.
I don't think so.
Not in the first one. He wasn't in.
I don't mind.
After that, he was though.
I don't mind the thought.
And they featured him so much. Sorry, because he looked like fucking Stretch.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I don't mind the thought, but I think especially video games, particularly video games are built on like known IP for the most part. Like most. Now, of course, there was like the Super Marios and stuff like that, but like a lot of movies, TV shows, licensed material were the things in video games for the most part. Every generation had that. You know what I mean? So a Wolverine game is going to look it's not destined to be good or cool, but it's definitely destined to spark interest.
Yeah. No, it's great, but my point is basically just talking about think about like the mascots that we had for PlayStation back in the day. I feel like maybe these times are gone. Like maybe I'm just like chasing something that just doesn't exist anymore because we're kind of past the golden age days of gaming. Maybe that's like a foundation building thing. But think about all like the different like mascots that we got for PlayStation, right? Like early on it was like Spyro and Crash Bandicoot, and then you got into the Slides, and then you got into the Jack and Daxter and shit like that. And you started to have all these different mascots, and then later on you had like the Uncharted nigga, the dude from
Tim Drake.
What was the dude from the prototype version of like the PlayStation game? What was it? Infamous?
We got Astrobot now, though, man. That's original IP.
Yeah, that is original IP. Astrobot. Yeah, Astrobot's there, but like, what other mascots do we have like that are just PlayStation based?
So mascots, not necessarily, right? Oh, I think the latest is probably the dude from Death Stranding. Like, I think that's like
the Amazon
pretty
mascot.
Yeah, the Amazon nigga. Okay,
you think so? I was thinking more of the girl from what's that shit called? Something Horizon Dawn?
Horizon Zero Dawn.
And is Death Stranding a PlayStation original game? I didn't know if it is.
Yeah, it's Kojima. It's a PlayStation original.
Cool. So yeah, like things like that, like original IPs, like it'd be cool to have.
Hollow Knight.
Hollow Knight is not a PlayStation mascot.
It's not a PlayStation mascot, but it's a video gaming mascot, and like a very original mascot, IP.
But that's like an indie. That's like, but now we're talking about like indie developers. I'm talking more about like these bigger, These people that have the money to create their own IPs and be.
You hate it.
I am hating. That's why I said I wanted to hate. Before we get into that, I'm like, it's big because it's a Marvel game and it's a Wolverine game and it's something that we've been expecting for so long. But I'm also like, if this is the next biggest PlayStation game, like if this comes out and it's like it does wonders the way that Spider-Man did and it's winning all these awards the way Spider-Man did, it's just like the media giants winning again, which I'm not hating entirely on that. I'm like, yeah, if it's a good game, it's a great game. But it's like I do care about like just the people that are able to create something from scratch and be brand new and be innovative.
That feels.
I think we get our fair share of that. I think it's nice for every few years that we get a nice like big name, super big game. Like you think about like this year, we got games like fucking Clair Obscur, Expedition 33 with characters that you had never fucking heard of before.
Yeah.
You know, and that may not be a PlayStation original or anything, but these games are still out here and they still exist. And I think it's all right that every few years or so, because we get. Don't get me wrong. There was a time where Marvel was at its peak where they were just busting out video games, Guardians of the Galaxies, which is when the Suicide Squad also, and DC was trying to get their money in as well. And those games kind of come and go. So it's all right for a game that they clearly took their time on, and that looks really good, and that's going to be very true to what you expect from a Wolverine game. Because I didn't say it before, but I mean the one thing that I hoped that it was going to be was extremely gory and extremely bloody and extremely violent. And I'm happy that they opened with that motherfucker. Like they any expectation that or any hope that I wanted it to have, they gave it to me in the first like 3 seconds.
Yeah.
So I think it's okay for us to give the Marvel fans one of these big games every few years. You know what I'm saying? As long as it's good.
Now,
I feel like we're due for a good Wolverine game. It's one thing to just be fucking swinging around New York City all the time, but it's going to be a different type of game with Wolverine now.
But you know why they're doing this now, right? Why it's coming out in 2026? Because they're going for Game of the Year to beat out Grand Theft Auto for sure. Because if this game is as popping
when
as
is the time frame for Game of the Years? Because
I think it's a cutoff point. I think it's like October. Different gaming publications have different cutoff points.
Yeah, but because last year, what's it called? Super Mario Jamboree came out like a month before and was nominated for the Game Awards. Like, remember that when that Super Mario, when that new Super Mario came out? Or
that was like October. Yeah, it came out like mid-October.
Yeah, and then in December, it was like basically, I think it won something too. So,
mid to late November.
At least nominated.
Yeah, November 25.
Yeah, so they're going for that last minute push. They're going for that rise of like maybe it's recency bias too, but it's definitely going to be nominated for something.
I don't even expect it to drop on November. If it's as good as what Spider-Man was, because Spider-Man was winning.
Yeah. So,
but I don't even expect it to drop in November 2026. That's the first date. They always, especially AAA games like this, they always push those shits back. I don't expect it to be out in November 2026 at all. Honestly,
it kind of has to. If they don't want to step on their other Marvel shit, because one of the movies coming out.
Even if it does come out around that time, to me, like, well, first of all, I don't want to throw cold water on this. The game looks awesome. The graphics look about what I expected. It very much definitely has that Insomniac kind of look and feel, especially like the animations. I like how
they got the swoop. You saw that, right?
Say again.
There's a nigga in there with the swoop. You saw that, right?
I missed it. I actually missed it.
I thought we were done with that. Dame was showing me the haircuts and skate. I was like, yes.
We're definitely back to that.
People are getting rid of swoop.
I kind of almost like the one thing that I'm like kind of tired of games doing, like they always do this, like if they're super violent, then like you can't have like human enemies, like it's always robots, like shit that you're kind of allowed to like dismember. But one thing I appreciated in like The Last of Us 2, some of the design choices were like sometimes you would shoot somebody and like they would say a name and shit. They would just be like, Erica. Yeah, so like, yo, you just shot Erica, bro.
Yeah,
like,
you shot her. Yeah. And you give it that life on feeling.
Like,
goddamn.
So I kind of wish that, you know, that they kind of went full forward with like, okay, we're going for mature rating. Like, yeah,
you blow a house
let's have
up,
like
my
a cut
family.
scene. Yeah, let's have a cut scene where like, a dad is like leaving home to like, it's like,
see you later,
yeah,
honey.
man. I just got a call. There's some man with knives for hands tearing up a bar downtown.
It's like a Rick and Morty cutaway scene.
I'll see you at homecoming, honey. He goes out.
Not even, bro. They start from the night before. Yeah. They start from the night before, him tucking in his daughter, talking about how big tomorrow's going to be. It's like, oh, yeah, after work. Don't worry. I'll make it right for your recital. I'll meet you there. Don't worry, sweetie. Daddy, you never have time for me. You're always busy with work. Don't worry. I'm going to make time this time. Don't worry. I'll call off. I'll make sure I get off.
From now on.
Yeah. And then he gets to work the next day. And then he's doing this shit. He thinks he's about to get off, and his boss comes into the office. Hey, I need you to work overtime today. But hey, sir, my daughter has a recital. I don't want to hear it. You gotta stay after. I don't want to hear shit. And then you're working. Your daughter don't got a phone. She's a little ass girl, so she's on stage. She's just looking.
Yeah, just come back to her.
She's just waiting.
Come back.
Just come back, and she gets off stage, and all she sees is 5 officers with hands behind their back, walking somberly with bad news.
And then the game starts, and you're
that's
Wolverine.
How you make
that
somebody
morning.
feel. Yeah. title screen.
Because he did say, "I'm not a hero." Type. Oh shit.
Yeah.
I love it every time.
Oh man, but no, that would be the perfect beginning of that game. But anyway, it does look cool. I'm definitely excited for it. I think we're like Dane was saying, I think we're due for a new like good superhero game. I enjoyed Spider-Man 2. And this is what Insomniac's been working on, man. So I think they're gonna come correct. They know what to expect. They're good at these games. The violence is definitely there. It's not like they're running from it. So we'll see how far they take it. And I don't know. I kind of feel like it's. I don't mind licensed games or like well-known IPs because it's different with games because you still have to like nail the gameplay and you still have to nail the narrative and all that other stuff. You can't just like have a good baseline and then just like throw whatever. That's literally shovelware, which we've seen time and time again. It's the bar is higher with games, and Insomniac is one of those developers that really know how to tell good stories and create new gameplay. So
I get you. I get you. My only concern was just like it being just like we're selling Wolverine to you again, and I'm like, that's great. I love Wolverine, but like,
I mean, at least it's not Hugh Jackman, bro.
But like, what else? You know what I mean? Like, bro, I'd buy a game called Hugh Jackman.
You probably would.
I would.
You specifically. That nigga's name is mad erotic now that I think about it, yo. Hugh Jackman? That's crazy, bro. Because he's Australian too. He doesn't pronounce. Yeah, he doesn't pronounce the H. He's Australian. He calls himself you.
All right. Anyway, I'm on the Marvel website. Spider-Man Brand New Day is coming out in July 2026 as of right now because they be switching dates around. Doomsday is coming out December 2026. This game is definitely coming out in October.
Well, they said November, but yeah.
They said fall 2026. But you were like the cutoff is in November. They're definitely going for the recency bias win for Game of the Year.
But it might not be recency bias.
Mark my words. I mean, it could be a great game, but I'm saying like you have less time to think about how you feel about it versus all the other games because you got GTA coming out in May?
May 26th.
Yeah. So just you have like things like that where you have to consider games that are coming out right before the awards start and are able to get nominated and even win out on some shit that maybe has been out. So if let's say GTA doesn't hit the mark and Wolverine comes in and takes the world by storm, they going for that shit, man. They going for that shit 100%. And I'm not even mad at it. The game is the game, Like if you think you can make a better game than the most anticipated game in pretty much history right now, then yeah, let's do it, man. Let's do it. I'm just waiting for Square Enix to drop fucking Kingdom Hearts news on us.
Oh, but you're good with those licenses being fucking used, huh? Crazy.
That's original shit,
hell, bro.
At this point,
it's completely based on other IP.
But now it's not.
That shit is damn near Disney World. Like that shit is literally
it's not anymore. It's not anymore.
You kidding me, bro?
The most important parts of the story aren't the Disney parts anymore. Yeah, fuck you, nigga. You've never played Kingdom Hearts. You have no idea what you've been talking about. Because you don't know what you're talking about. That has nothing to do with anything. That IP is completely different. Kingdom Hearts is a completely original type shit. The first one was made as a love letter to Disney, but after that, it really just starts forming its own arcs. The best parts of that game to me are not the Disney parts. And they've strayed way far from that. But that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that they're definitely going for Game of the Year. And whatever year that... Because aren't we getting a Metal Gear Solid game too soon?
It just came out. Metal Gear Solid. Not a new one. It is just a Delta
remake. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But that's my point there. I've been seeing a lot of videos of past football games, and it almost makes me wonder how we didn't do that shit before. When you think about all the fucked up football players that we've seen in the history of the game, like all the way that these people have been getting hurt, and people are still getting hurt today. Like it's not.
Oh yeah.
It's still pretty bad. But like when you watch like clips from those old games and you see someone just get completely laid the fuck out.
Headhunted, yo. Yeah. They was headhunting back then.
It makes you think like, damn, bro.
Shout out to the Saints.
It's like, yo, we were like, that shit is just so barbaric. I mean, it probably looked fun, but like part of watching the game was you going, oh, like that was just part of the game. So I want to talk about to y'all, because y'all mostly the sports people. That was like one of my instances of that. Is what are some of the best or worst rule changes that you've seen in sport? Any sport. It could be wrestling, it could be basketball, it could be football. Any of like the changes, like big changes that or even small changes, you're like, this kind of changed the nature of the game, and maybe for the worst or for the best.
I definitely. I was on the fence about the way they line them for kickoffs, like because before, everyone is all back and then you kick the ball off and basically 20, 300-pound, 250-pound men run full speed at one nigga that gets the ball.
It's terrifying.
Yes,
everybody was starting fair catching. It's like, nope.
Yeah, exactly.
Or touchbacks.
Exactly.
Nope, not touching it. Nope.
But they obviously moved the line up so that it's not a missile coming at you. You still got to tackle you, but it's just not a missile. Yeah. A lot of people were not on board with that, but it ended up being a pretty good rule. I think the excitement is still there, and niggas is not literally dying in the middle of the field, so that's helpful.
Yeah. I like the overtime rules that they just implemented over the last few years in the NFL. Rather than just going to overtime, somebody kicking a field goal and winning the game, now both teams get a try. Yeah. I think that's pretty cool. Makes it a little bit more exciting. This is not a sport that I typically watch often, but I know back when hockey implemented the shootouts at the end of the games instead of just having them tie, that was a big deal for a lot of people. That's what made me really into like those NHL games growing up. Because they reminded me of like soccer was like they have that kind of thing too. The kicks at the very end if it's a tie game, and I think that's a dope way to end it. Ties, nobody likes ties, bro. Ties are the worst thing in sports, honestly, bro. Somebody has to win, somebody has to lose.
Yeah.
Let's see. And for the NBA, the dress code, not a rule or anything, but I back when David Stern had everybody. I think it was because of Iverson. Yeah, everybody had to come wearing suits to the games. I think that was pretty bad for the league, man. I wasn't a fan of that. Yeah, I'm happy that they have more. They got their freedom back.
The absolutely worst thing that they ever did was take away East versus West in the All-Star game.
Yeah, they still can't figure out what to do with the All-Star game.
Is ass, bro. There's no pride in it. There's no nothing. People just picking their friends and just kind of playing, backyard hoops. And it's just very boring. Bro, they're more competitive during the summer leagues, like Chris Brickley runs, than they are in the All-Star game. And it's like super whack. I think at some point they need to implement like 1v1s. I think that would be like super hard.
It would be, but like, who's gonna sign up to potentially get their ass busted in front of millions?
Jordan
of people?
Clarkson.
But who's gonna care about that?
Also,
it's certain niggas, bro. It's like we need more Deion Waiters type niggas in the league, bro. Lance Stevenson's, like, where they at? I know Ant Edwards is definitely playing. Ant Edwards is for sure playing.
I don't know about that, bro.
I know certain guys are not going to play, but I still think it would be exciting.
Let me even change it up a little bit. What's a rule that y'all think is in place that y'all think is stupid that should change? And I'll start. I think goaltending is a stupid ass rule.
What?
No,
I think if you can take the ball out of if you can get the ball from going in the hoop, you should be able to do it at any point in any chance at all.
Like,
the Spurs would be 82-0, bro.
Yeah.
Spurs got the most athletic alien nigga on the fucking walking on the planet right now. They wouldn't lose a game.
He earned that, yo. They earned that.
I'm not mad at that. I mean, the hand checking thing definitely. I think we should bring hand checking back.
What's that? Explain that for the people
baseball.
that don't know what that is.
Hand checking is in the NBA. Basically, you can't put your hand on the hip or the body of the player to like impede their movement. You can't touch them or it's a foul. You ever seen like those clips of like James Harden like putting his hands under somebody and then just like jumping up really quick and getting a foul call? Mm-hmm. With hand checking, you couldn't do that. A player is allowed to put his hand on your body in order to kind of like control your movement as a defender. Now, what it allows is a lot of like high level offense because I can just like, I can cross you up. If I have great ball control, I can make you think I'm going to go this way. Your body is going to lean that way and you're going to get crossed up for sure. That definitely helps.
That leads me to my next point. I think traveling is stupid too.
No, hell no.
You clearly just never played basketball, Tren.
Yeah, are you just saying things that you can't do?
No. I just think that how cool would it be to see a grown ass man just holding the ball and running and just shooting it? I mean, you could. Obviously, how you would shine a light. Shut up. You shine a light on the people that really got skills and dribbling and shit like that. It's a skillful game.
But then it wouldn't matter.
Yeah, it would.
Nigga, the shit becomes lacrosse if you do that. Like, it's basically the same fucking sport without the damn, rugby without the damn, All
right, well, y'all come up with something because I think it's stupid, and I am standing on that. I think traveling is stupid. I think goaltending is stupid. It's probably the worst thing that could have happened in 1994.
Performance enhancement drugs should be allowed in professional baseball.
Absolutely.
These niggas are throwing 100 miles per hour. Give these niggas a handicap.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I should be able to be 200. I should be able to look like Triple H and be a designated hitter for the fucking Mets. Absolutely.
Brawls should be allowed in football. There are 56 niggas on the roster.
Disagree.
Everybody's got a backup.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. I think people would really get hurt.
Yeah, bro. Like some of these dudes, they be biting niggas and shit like that. Like, nah, man.
People be
they can do it on ice with skates.
Yeah.
Say again?
Just take the helmet. People. Well, first of all, if it's a brawl, you're gonna have to take the helmets off because who you hurting?
Yo, first of all, what about the dude in the NBA, the NHL that like died damn near?
Yeah.
Because of, like they just got into a regular ass fight. And homie did not he was not the same after that shit. That shit is dangerous, bro.
It's a dangerous game, man.
That's crazy. Like do you imagine like somebody coming to their mother like, yo, you know what he signed up for? Like, what?
This is crazy. It starts and ends on the ice.
Distractions should be allowed in golf. If you're a professional, you're a master at this skill. You just focus.
Niggas just start randomly playing. Get him sexy. Get him sexy. It's like, yo, can you turn that shit off?
Defense. Just like this random chance and shit like that. Should it be like you only have like a few, like it's almost like timeout calls. Like you can only make like
you only get a few distractions.
Three distractions, per game.
I'm with that. I'm with that.
And it's like
the 4-point play, obviously the 4-point shot. I think it should just be like really, really far back because niggas is hitting them shits like average now. You know what I mean? So I think people like Steph and Trae Young and all these guys that can shoot all the way from half court, give them an extra point. Give them an extra point for that shit. I think it would make endings of games more exciting because, like, you know, basically if you go up by 3 and then you miss that shot, the other team is like, they're done. You know what I mean? Like they know if you go up by 4, like that's game. If I can shoot a 4-pointer with 2 seconds left and tie the game up from half court, there's no way that's not the most exciting play in basketball. Like, it's just no way. So I think a 4-point shot should definitely be implemented from that circle that already exists. That should be a 4-point shot.
I think I've seen this in the creator league. They be doing like YouTubers and streamers doing like basketball tournaments and shit. They should do a 1-on-1 challenge. Like, it's like instead of doing like a challenge with a replay.
Yeah.
Nah, it'll settle that shit. Kind of like, you know, like you had to settle something at the park, you shoot for it.
Yeah.
1-on-1 for it.
Yeah. It's almost like a trial by combat type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of hard. What you watch the Sixers. Who you sending out there? And like
1-on-1?
Yeah, and like doesn't matter. Like say right, you send Embiid out, right? But then what if the Hawks sent out Trae Young?
All right, nigga, you better not miss.
Embiid fuck around and break another knee.
Let's see. What else?
More rules that
like
you want or rules that you think are stupid and should go?
More rules that I want. Something for kickers in the NFL. I don't know what, but I feel like a kicker should be able to run and kick the ball from where. I feel like a punter should be able to kick a field goal.
For sure.
I should be able to punt this ball from 70 yards away, and if it goes to the post, I get the point.
I get the points.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that at all.
And it's arguably almost a little bit harder in terms of like having the people rush at you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Additionally,
that shit is scary too.
More pressure on you. That's terrifying.
QBs should also be able to kick the ball. Either for a pass.
Any player on the field should be able to kick the ball at any point. If I'm at the 20-yard line and these guys are coming and they're about to hit me, I should just be able to kick the ball from there and get my 3 points. Instead of choosing to, And
it's always worth 3 points. If you kick it, like,
always worth, no matter from where. Yeah.
It's always worth 3 points.
Or how about any player can pass the ball no matter what and in any direction. So like if I'm the running back, the quarterback passed me the ball right before you tackle me, I am allowed to throw it to somebody else. If my teammate catches it, he can keep running.
That's going to be so uncoordinated, though. I feel like there's going to be so many interceptions and fumbles.
Yeah, man. I think there's a way to... the game just ain't going to stop. It's just motherfuckers just like constantly doing this.
Quarterbacks get 1 freeze per half. So when the quarterback snaps the ball, if they yell freeze, everybody on the field has to stop what they're doing except for the quarterback. If I'm about to get sacked, freeze! I get 3 seconds to run to the left, give myself some more space, and then make a play.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that either.
That's a good one. That's
definitely me. I think you should be able to get a ref out of the game. Like if you not fucking with that nigga, like yo, nah, sub. We got to sub a ref.
It's somehow, yeah.
That you definitely should be able to sub refs out.
Overtime should be played with 8-foot rims. More exciting.
Get more scoring.
Point.
Yeah.
And it goes like you just see it like when overtime happens, the lights go out, it just gets mad like serious, and then you see the rim.
Oh, that's a good one.
It just goes up.
Overtime should be played with only a spotlight on the person with the ball.
Ooh.
Or again, instead of double, triple, quadruple overtime, after one overtime, if the score is still tied, niggas just heave it from half court like field goals,
or
like
add two more people to the court.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Every minute you get to add another person,
and they just go in. It's like an elimination
until
chamber.
It's a 10-on-10.
Yeah. They just go in too. It's just like an elimination chamber. The minute the countdown
overtime is just a giant game of knockout with all 24 players, all 12 men.
Yeah,
why
not?
Hell yeah.
Niggas just start playing taps
15,
or
I'm
like
sorry.
21 and shit like that.
Oh no! Overtimes are played by the coaching staff.
Ooh,
damn.
Some
of these niggas like
uniforms under their suit.
Derek Fisher was fresh off the fucking Lakers when he became a coach, bro. I'm not having him go
Steve
up against
Nash.
Pop, my nigga. Like that's like that's not fair.
In overtime football, if I throw the ball into the stands and a fan catches it, that should count as
They
yardage.
get to run it for a touchdown.
Yeah. And the fan from opposing sides have to.
Oh, that does remind me. Shout out to the Savannah Bananas because they actually do this. They implement awesome rules to make baseball more interesting. If you hit a foul ball and the fan catches it, you're out. That's amazing.
That's how it should be, to be honest with you. That's how it should be. Everybody should run away from the fucking ball unless you want that person to be out.
Extra innings are a one-on-one showdown where there's one batter, one pitcher, and one fielder. The batter hits the ball and they have to score. They can't stop on a base, so they have to keep running. And then if you hit it all the way to left field, the center fielder has to run all the way to get the ball, and then the pitcher has to
go catch it and find out where you're gonna be, time it, and for sure. That's hard.
Yeah.
That's dope.
You should
Honestly,
be able to run
they
in
forget
baseball,
that.
Yeah, you should be able to run anywhere you want in order to get to the base. Like, this shouldn't be like the end of the yeah, as long as you touch the
and
base.
they get style points. If you pick up a ground ball, throw it between your legs, and throw them out, you get a point for that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, add a point to the next team. Hell yeah.
Just saying, like honestly, you definitely there should be certain ways to get points from as a defense too. Like not just when them niggas score, but when I stop this nigga from scoring, give me a point.
Yeah, give me a point. Yeah, or at least half a point or some shit.
Yeah, something.
Add some different because in baseball it's really just one. You're always going up by one. About one. You should be able to lose points.
You should be able to lose points. If you air ball in basketball, you should lose points.
Ooh,
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I agree.
That would be hard. See, they forget that this is still supposed to be entertainment. You know what I mean? Like entertain me. You know what I mean? Like I want to be entertained. I want the game, the sanctity of the game to be
intact.
honored, but still
and this could
entertain me, man. Let's have some fun.
Yeah, add some new rules, get rid of some rules, just change the whole fucking game up.
Change it up.
Let's get to
every
it,
now
man.
and then,
Yeah, I think.
Stop, and they only do it. They only don't do it because like records matter so much. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, this person did it without all the extra stuff. That's why they won't implement the 4-point shot because like other people that never had the 4-point shot. Well, if Steph Curry had the 4-point shot, then he would have had this many more points. Fuck all that. Rules of records are meant to be broken.
3-point line until like what, the 80s?
70s? Yeah, like 77 or 76 or some shit like that.
Yeah, Wilt still's putting up numbers. I don't want to hear that shit.
For sure.
Yeah, but imagine risking the 4-point shot when the game is tied and airballing it and losing
and you lose 4 points.
And
That's
you
perfect.
lose 4 points.
Yo, come on, son. You a fucking social pariah for a week, nigga.
Yeah.
What was you thinking? You'll never shoot that shot again. Like
I have been thinking about doing like, and I talked about this in the group chat for it, but I've been thinking about doing a meme league for fantasy football next year. So it's going to be the most outrageous, ridiculous shit that'll get you points. If a quarterback throws an interception, but he gets the tackle, 50 points. You deserve that.
Yeah.
If a kicker or a punter kicks the ball and they get the tackle, 100 points. You shouldn't.
Yeah, for sure. Because that never happens.
Yeah. You fumble, 5 points. You throw a pick, 5 points.
Yeah.
You pick a defense that lets up 5 touchdowns, 20 points. Just like that.
I'm in the meme league.
Yeah.
I don't care what it takes. Just make sure I'm in there.
Yeah.
See, that's when I'll join back into fantasy.
when the lack of paying attention, and then watch you end up having the best team.
That's when the lack of paying attention fucking helps me out for sure.
Yeah. The less people that you have starting gives you some points.
Multiplies your points.
Yeah, if you're playing people that are injured, if your starting lineup has injured people, you get a 10 points for each
times 2 multiplier. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, 3 if they're questionable, 20 if they're out. Yeah, 10 if doubtful. Hell yeah. Well, surely there's nothing else to report on. So thank you guys for listening to the podcast. And like always, I am Trendalas. Underscore hod dot wave. Underscore hod dot wave. Yes, sir. Yeah. And Godbolt underscore is here. And this was Because We Are Podcast. Please subscribe to the Patreon, patreon.com/because we are podcast for all the video content. You know what I'm saying? Everything that full episodes, full videos, all that shit, all on the Patreon. Always support us. Thank you to everybody. Shout out to the Discord community. Shout out to all our peoples.
Yes, sir.
Communicating and then really rocking with us.
Growing
and growing, man. And so is the Patreon and everything like that. So appreciate it. Road to 100K is still going on, you know what I'm saying, on YouTube. We're 4K away. We're inching towards it, but we're almost there, man.
These 90s are the slowest, I swear.
I
think it's
because
we're paying so much attention. I think it's just like,
inching.
I had to stop looking.
Yeah,
I got my posts ready though.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Are we getting balloons?
Yeah, we should.
I think we should.
Yeah.
I get Trendell gets 1. I get 0. I get 0.
Hell yeah.
Nah, we need a K.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And none of our names start with K. Fuck.
Yeah.
So
I think we all should just get the 4. The 100K balloons.
Hell yeah. But yeah, we're past the 4s now. We're just 3,000 and some change there, man. So you're gonna make it, but it's gonna be a very special day. We passed 40K on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes, sir.
It's really great stuff. And
thank y'all.
I think 77.6K on Instagram, amazing, you know, and like we really just super thankful for all the support that y'all give us and keep on rocking with us, man, because we're just 3 awesome dudes having a great show. And I'm sorry that I trigger anybody with my anything that I do, but it probably will happen again. So I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, just be warned.
Yeah, just be warned. It probably gets worse from here. I just turned 30, so you know it's probably gonna get worse from here. But we love y'all. We'll catch y'all next week. Happy fall, everybody.
Peace.